Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
I swear.
You may take your seat. You may examine when ready.
What is your name, sir?
Louis Rivera.
Mr. Rivera, where are you from?
Miami. I'm Puerto Rican, but raised in Miami.
All right, and I see you're wearing a jail uniform. Have you been convicted of a felony?
Yes, ma'am.
How many times?
I don't remember.
5
Much.
sound right?
45, yeah.
All right, and are you currently incarcerated?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you serving a sentence for both this case that we're here about and also a federal case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's start with the federal case. What is the nature of that charge?
Conspiracy RICO with the Latin Kings.
Conspiracy, RICO, like a racketeering,
Yes, ma'am.
and that's related to your involvement with the Latin Kings?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that a gang?
Gang, family.
Okay. And that was a group that you were affiliated with when you lived in Miami?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And we've heard that when some incidents occurred during this case, you were incarcerated in Broward County. Were you incarcerated in Broward County back in 2016?
No.
You were never in Broward?
2016?
Yeah.
No, I was in the feds.
Okay, so you were incarcerated, but not in Broward. That was part of the ruse that you were.
Yeah, I was in Broward, but I was 2016. I was in the feds. I was in Coleman.
All right, so at the time of what we're calling the bump, you were actually in federal custody.
Yes, ma'am.
And is that on the racketeering case?
Yes, ma'am.
You're still serving a sentence on that case?
Absolutely.
Okay, and is that case in any way related to the murder that we're here about today?
No, ma'am.
All right, so when law enforcement came to talk to you and identified you as a suspect in the murder case, you were already serving this sentence unrelated, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you been promised anything in reference to that federal case
No,
for your
ma'am.
testimony here today?
Nope.
All right, and have you ever gotten any help on the federal case for your cooperation in this case?
No, ma'am.
All right, what did you get for your cooperation in this case?
In this case, the murder case, I'm 19 years.
All right, and was the 19 years to be served concurrently or at the same time with the federal sentence you're already serving?
Concurrent with the same time as the feds.
And what is your release date once you conclude both sentences?
Both sentences, probably 2032, 33.
32 or 33? 2032 or 2033?
Yeah.
Okay. And what is it that you have to do in exchange for this 19-year sentence on the murder case?
How to testify.
All right, and what do you have to testify to?
The murder.
All right, and has anyone told you to say anything other than the truth in the case?
No, ma'am.
Have I or anyone promised you anything other than what we've already discussed, the sentence you got?
No, ma'am.
Anybody ever told you that you had to testify about a specific person in order to get a deal?
No, ma'am.
All right, I want to talk about how you came to be a participant in the murder of Dan Markel. Did you participate in his murder?
Yes, ma'am.
How is it that you came to be a part of that?
From a friend,
And who's your friend?
Garcia.
Who's Garcia? Is that Sigfredo Garcia?
Sigfredo Garcia, yes.
How did you know him?
Childhood.
And had you described him as a brother previously?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that because he was in the gang or
No,
just
he's not in no gang.
he was not in a gang,
No.
but he was a good enough friend that you referred to him as
Yes,
a brother?
ma'am.
And back around the time that this crime occurred in 2014, were you and Mr. Garcia together all the time?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Garcia, is he the one that came to you with the information about this job that needed to be done?
Absolutely.
And I say job, is that what this murder was to you?
Yes, ma'am.
So your motive for coming to Tallahassee and participating in this murder was money?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Did you know Dan Markel?
Nope.
Did you know anything about him?
Nope.
All right, so do you know why Garcia or how Garcia came to know about this murder or this job?
His girl,
Who's that?
Katie.
All right, so am I correct that Katie hired Garcia and Garcia hired you?
Yes, ma'am.
And who was to actually come to Tallahassee to do the murder?
It was me and him.
You and Garcia,
Yes, ma'am.
but not Katie.
No.
So she stayed in Miami.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And who was to get the money once the job was done?
Katie.
All right. And did she get the money?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know where she got the money from?
Mm,
Do you know
my-
where she got the money from?
Yeah, the people. She got
Who are the people?
the dentist. I called them the dentist at that time.
The dentist?
Like Wendy and her brother.
Okay. And do you know which one of them actually handed Katie the money?
No, absolutely not.
And you weren't there for that?
No, ma'am.
So Katie went to get the money from the people, which includes both of them,
Yes, ma'am.
and then brought it back to you.
Yes.
Okay, we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. Did you originally describe the purpose behind this murder as helping a lady in Tallahassee get her kids?
What you mean?
Did you describe I know your purpose was money,
Yeah.
but whoever did the hiring had a different purpose, right?
Yes.
And what was your understanding of that purpose?
For the kids.
To get these kids.
Get the kids back.
Okay. And do you know any more about that? Which family member did what and whose kids they were or anything like that?
No, I don't think I know the kids was Wendy. That's her name.
Wendy, they're Wendy's kids?
Yeah, that's the only thing I know.
Okay, and it had something to do with getting Wendy's kids.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know the dentist?
No.
Have you ever met the dentist before?
No.
What did the dentist have to do with the lady in Tallahassee that had the kids?
That's her brother.
And what was his connection to you or to Garcia?
To me, nothing. His connection that was Katie's boyfriend.
All right, so Katie was Garcia's child's mother
Yes, ma'am.
and also was dating Charlie Adelson.
Absolutely.
Did you know before the murder was committed, did you know how much you were going to be paid?
No.
When did you find out how much you were going to be paid?
When we was driving up.
Okay, so that was before the murder was committed.
Yeah,
then?
yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
All right, and so when you were driving up, you found out the job was going to pay how much for you?
Well, they only gave me 37.
$37,000?
Yes, ma'am.
And how much was the total bill for the job?
It was $100,000.
And that was split between who?
3 ways.
You and who else?
Me, Garcia, and Katie.
Was this job in any way related to your gang affiliation?
No, absolutely not.
To show you State's Exhibit. Shouldn't have photos as well. Oh. I'm going to show you 37 and 38. You recognize these photos?
Yep.
Are those photos of the folks that were involved in this homicide?
Yep.
Plus another young lady. Who's that?
That's my baby mama. She's not involved.
Okay, and what's her name?
Jessica Rodriguez.
All right. Judge, at this time I'd ask to move into evidence 37 and 38.
Any objection?
No objection.
States 37 and 38 are admitted.
Publish 37 at this time, please.
You may.
Thank you. Who's that on the far left in the green shirt?
Garcia.
Okay, and next to him,
Katie.
and next to her,
Jessica.
and then that's you on the right.
Yes, ma'am.
When was this photo taken? Let me ask you this, was it before or after the homicide? If you know.
I can't remember.
Did you previously say it was taken sometime after the homicide? You can't remember.
I can't remember.
Okay. States 38. Who are these folks?
That's me and Garcia.
Did Mr. Garcia go by any nicknames?
Tuto.
And what about you? Did you have a nickname?
Tato.
Had you ever been to Tallahassee before you came for this murder?
No, ma'am.
Did you come to Tallahassee one time or more than one time?
Twice.
And both times, was that with just you and Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
Both times, did you come in a rental car?
Yes, ma'am.
How long can we go back to, never mind, just, if you'll. Strike that. Oh. How long had Catherine Magbanua and Sigfredo Garcia been, I guess, on again, off again?
About like 10 years.
So at the time of this homicide, they'd been on and off for about 10 years?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you knew her pretty well as far as through Garcia, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And did she go by Katie sometimes?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, may I publish States 59 at this time?
You may.
Can I turn the thing off? Mr. Rivera, have you seen this exhibit before?
Yes, ma'am.
And have you had an opportunity to take a look at the phone numbers associated with the people on this chart that you know?
I've seen them, but I don't remember none of them.
Don't remember those numbers? Have you previously testified about the numbers?
No, maybe one of them. I think it was probably mine.
Okay. Did you have an opportunity to look at the rental contract that you filled out for the rental car that was used in this homicide, the Prius? All right. And that contract has your phone number on it, correct?
Yes.
And if that phone number matches the one up there, would that be the correct number for you at that time? Or at least one of them?
Probably one of them. I had multiple phones, though.
Yeah, you had a couple phones, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The address that was on the rental contract. Can I see the rental contract, please? Oh, it is. One moment, I'm gonna show it to you. It's Normandy, something Normandy. Is that where you were living at the time of the murder?
No. I was just on my license.
So you provided your driver's license to rent the car,
Yes, ma'am.
and you know what number the rental contract is? Never mind, I just found it. Okay, and at the time on your license, I'm approaching with States 58. It had this 1805 Normandy Drive on your license.
Yes, ma'am.
Where were you actually living at that time?
I was living with Jessica.
Okay, and was Jessica's address at 1515 Northeast 135th
Street, yeah.
number 14?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, so I want to talk about the first trip. Do you know the date that you left to come here for the first trip?
No, ma'am.
Does June 4th of 2014 sound correct?
Probably.
All right, how did you get here? Who drove?
I drove. He drove half, and I drove the other half.
All right,
The first
so
time.
you both did some of the driving.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and how did you know where you were going?
Oh, he knew his way.
Who did?
Garcia.
How did he know his way?
He had a piece of paper with an address in the picture.
What can you describe what the piece of paper
It's a
looked
regular
like?
piece of paper.
Like a regular piece of paper like this size?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it white?
Yes.
Was it like this kind of paper that goes in a printer?
Yes, ma'am.
And what was printed on it?
It was the dude's address.
Okay. Was the address printed or handwritten, if you know?
Man, I can't remember.
Okay. Did it have a photograph on it?
Yeah.
All right. So it had a photograph and an address. Anything else written on there
That's it.
or typed?
Not that I remember.
Okay. So that's how you knew who you were supposed to kill and where that person lived?
Yes, ma'am.
So you didn't get the address from the prof's blog?
No.
You don't read the prof's blog?
No. We know that.
Are you on the prof's blog server list?
No.
Judge, what is your objection? Can you just come stand by for one moment?
I would. Okay. In your presence, did Mr. Garcia get any information about Mr. Markel from a blog?
No.
Did either of you, to your knowledge, go on the computer and look on his Facebook
No, ma'am.
or search him in any kind of way?
Not at all.
All right, so everything you did from this piece of paper.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go to the address on the paper on the first trip?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you able to see Professor Markel that trip?
No.
What did y'all do that trip?
We tried to follow him, but we lost him, but
All right, so you saw his vehicle
yes, ma'am.
and tried to follow it.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember where you followed it that trip?
Not that trip. I don't think I remember.
Okay. Did you watch his home? Sit and watch his home during
Yes,
that
ma'am.
first trip? Did anybody get out of the car and look around or poke around his property?
Yes, ma'am.
Who did that?
Garcia.
Why didn't the murder get done on this trip?
Man, I can't remember.
Did you have a weapon with you?
I think we had. I don't remember.
Did you previously say that you each had a firearm on both trips?
Yeah.
Okay, do you remember which weapon was the murder weapon?
Yeah, I remember the weapon.
Where did the murder weapon come from?
I got it
Where'd you get it from?
on the streets,
All right, and was that in Miami or up here?
Miami.
Okay, so you went and got a weapon. Was that specifically for the purpose of
Yes,
committing
ma'am.
this murder?
Yes, ma'am.
And did that weapon come up here on the first trip with you?
I think so.
All right, and was there another firearm in the car as well?
We had two.
Okay, whose gun was the other one?
Garcia.
And the murder weapon, what type of weapon was that?
38.
Or is that a revolver?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Was there a particular plan as far as who was going to actually do the murder?
I was supposed to do it.
Okay, and was it always going to be a shooting?
It's going to be a shooting.
What was the plan? Were you always going to do it in his car, or was there any kind of plan?
No, there wasn't no plan. Really didn't plan nothing out.
So it was just going to be if an opportunity arose, you were
If
going
there
to
was
take
opportunity, we do what we got to do and go.
it? What if an opportunity arose when the children were present?
I was not doing that in front of the kids.
Okay.
Not me.
Did somebody instruct you on that, or that was just a given that you weren't going to do it?
I was not going to do it. Period.
Okay. On that first trip, when you were discussing this murder and the payment, was there any conversation about maybe switching it to a robbery?
Yes.
All right, and who brought up the possibility of switching it from a murder to a robbery?
Me.
And what was your suggestion?
My suggestion was to go back and rob the lady,
And who's the lady?
Wendy.
Okay, because did you believe at that time that Wendy was the one that had this money to pay for the murder?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so your thought was, hey, let's just take the money.
Just take the money.
Don't even have to do a murder, right?
We don't have to do none of that.
And why didn't that happen instead of the murder?
He told me he can't. He just had to do this job. And I'm like, I just went with it because that was my friend. So I just went with the.
Garcia told you that you had to get this job done.
Yes, ma'am.
And the job had to be done for Katie, right?
Yes, ma'am.
right, so let's talk about the second trip. Is that when the murder happened, July 16th through the 18th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And that's the rental car agreement that I already showed you. That was the Prius you traveled up here in?
Absolutely, yes.
Alright. And we talked about your phone number, but there's another phone number on that rental agreement that says brother. Is that Garcia's phone number?
I don't remember.
Okay. Who would be the brother that you would put on the rental contract as going with you?
Garcia.
Did you take phones with you when you came to Tallahassee? Cell phones?
Yeah.
And did you have the phones on or off for the actual homicide?
It was off at that moment.
And did you take the same guns with you that second trip?
Yes, ma'am.
Where did you stay while you were here?
In a hotel.
Was there an incident while you were here for that trip prior to the actual murder where one of the guns was discharged in the Prius?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you tell us what happened?
Well, the gun went off. Garcia was playing with the gun. I was driving, and he put a hole right through the floor in the passenger side.
Were you actually out on the roads
Yes,
when this
ma'am.
happened?
I was driving.
And did it have an impact on your ability to drive the car?
Yeah, it hit the gas line.
All right. So how'd you get it fixed?
Oh, he flagged somebody down there. We met the first time, some people, and they gave him a ride to the Adelson to get a piece of hose to connect it back.
So somebody gave you a ride to the AutoZone.
Yes, ma'am. Not me,
Was
him. I was in the car. I never got off the car.
All right. You stayed with the disabled vehicle.
Yes, ma'am.
And did Garcia come back and do something to the car?
Yeah, he fixed it.
And it was able to be operated after that?
Yes, ma'am.
Did y'all follow Dan Markel at all during this second trip?
Yes, ma'am.
Where did you follow him this time?
Follow him to the daycare and to the gym.
Was there a reason that the murder had to get done on the day it did?
It was just the right thing, the right opportunity, I guess.
Okay, did you have any information that the victim was going to be leaving town the day after the homicide occurred?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, meeting.
Is the answer struck?
The answer is not struck. You need to rephrase your question.
All right, so how did you find out that the victim was leaving town the following day?
I can't remember that good.
Was it from a blog?
Objection, Your Honor. Meeting.
It's not leading, Your Honor.
Overruled.
Was it from a blog?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what blog was that?
The blonde was Wendy.
No, I was
you
saying
mean?
from the computer. Did you research
Oh,
it
no,
on
no,
the
no,
computer?
no.
Okay, so somebody gave you the information.
Yeah, somebody, it
A
was
person.
a person.
And how did you actually talk to the person?
No, ma'am.
Who talked to the person?
Tuto. Garcia.
Garcia talked to the person.
Talked to
All
Katie.
right. Okay, so Garcia got the information from Katie.
Yes, ma'am.
And do we know where Katie got it from?
I don't know.
Okay, were you present when Garcia talked to Katie and found out we
Yes,
got to
ma'am.
do it today?
Yes, ma'am. He was on the phone.
I'm sorry?
They was on the phone speaking.
He was talking to Katie on the phone.
Yes, ma'am.
And you were present for that.
I was in the car.
Who was driving the green Prius on, like, whenever you were following Mr. Markel right before the murder?
Me.
Did you go to, I think you said the daycare. Where else did you go that day?
The gym.
Have you seen the video surveillance from the gym in this case?
If I have seen it now,
Yeah, where the green Prius is at the gym. Have you seen that?
I've seen it.
And is that you driving that Prius?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is Garcia in the vehicle as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Did you know whether or not the kids were in the car at the time you were at the gym?
Nah, he dropped them off. I seen him when he dropped them off in the daycare.
So you actually saw the kids go into the daycare?
Yes, ma'am.
So is it after the daycare that you proceed to the gym?
Yes.
And what about after that?
We followed him to his house.
All right, so did you wait in the car while the victim went into the gym and worked out?
Yes, ma'am.
And did y'all know at that time, like, we're gonna do it when he comes out of
No.
the gym, or not necessarily?
Not necessarily, nah.
So you're just following him to see where he
To
goes?
see where he goes.
And where did he go?
To his house.
Did you see the bus video that shows the Prius shortly before and shortly after the homicide?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you driving the vehicle at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us what happened when you got to Mr. Markel's driveway.
Well, he had turned he turned the block before. We kept going, so we went in front of his house. So when he pulled in, we pulled in right behind. I pulled in right behind him.
Is what you're describing, you entered his street from two different directions?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you met at did you meet at his driveway?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you pull in behind him, what happens next?
First, he had jumped out and shot him
How many times?
twice.
Where was he standing when he fired the shots?
Right in front of the driver's side, by the driver.
Did you see what the victim did during this attack?
He put his hands up.
How was it decided that Mr. Garcia would end up being the shooter instead of the original plan, which was for you to do it?
I was driving. I ain't had no time. He jumped out and did it. He had the gun the whole time.
All right, so either one of you were willing to do it when whoever wasn't driving when the opportunity arose?
Maybe, but it was really his job, so he did it.
You mean why was it his job?
He's the one that was getting paid, but he knew about the whole thing.
Well, you were getting paid too, right?
Yeah,
But he secured the job.
yes, ma'am.
The bus video that we looked at, one of them shows the passenger side, someone in a white shirt moving around a lot right after the homicide. Can you explain to the jury what was going on in the car at that time?
He was trying to hide the gun.
And that's Garcia?
Garcia
Where did he put the gun?
ran in the front, in the passenger side, right under the rug.
Okay, what ultimately happened with the gun?
We threw it away
Where?
in the river.
On the way back to South Florida?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that where y'all went when you left Tallahassee?
Yes, ma'am.
When did you turn your cell phones back on?
I think we turned them on right away, I think.
After leaving Tallahassee?
Yeah. If I remember, I really don't remember, but it got turned on.
Sometime after the murder, they got turned back on.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember who made the first phone call out of the two of you?
I didn't make no phone call. He did.
Who did he call?
I think he called Katie. Well, he called Katie. He
Say
called
that
Katie.
again?
He called Katie.
He called Katie. And were you able to hear the conversation with Katie?
Yes, ma'am.
And what was that conversation?
He told her everything is done. She like, I know. And he like, where the money?
Okay, let me back you up just a little bit. How did she know it was done?
I think she got a phone call right away before we did.
All right, but somehow she indicated she knew.
Yes.
All right, and you asked about the money. Did you personally ask about the money, or was that Garcia?
That's Garcia.
What did she say about the money?
He'll get it tomorrow.
Did you get it tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am.
On the way back from Tallahassee to Miami, did you stop in Pembroke Pines at an ATM machine?
No way back.
Yeah.
I know we stopped. But
I'll show you states 39 through 45. Have you seen these before?
yeah. That's it. I seen them.
And are these appear to be ATM
Yes, ma'am.
images?
Yes, ma'am.
And what's the date on the ATM images?
7/18/2024.
2024?
I mean 14. Sorry.
All right, that's the day of the murder, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is this the green Prius that y'all came to Tallahassee in?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, are these fair and accurate photographs of you in the green Prius on the day of the homicide?
Yes, ma'am.
Permission to introduce and publish states 39 through 45.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
39 through 45 are admitted.
Permission to publish.
You may.
Sure. You need these to see which is which, Here. Publishing states 39 and 40, please. $41, please. Can you make that bigger, please? Who's pictured in this exhibit, Mr. Rivera?
That's me and Garcia.
Who's that in the foreground, closer to the camera?
That's me. I'm the driver.
Okay. 42, please. Who's that in the passenger seat?
Garcia.
43, please. And 44. Did you and Sigfredo Garcia go out that night when you got back to Miami?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember where you went?
Then we went to a bar.
Was Catherine McBanoa with you that night?
No, I don't think so.
Do you know where she went that night?
No, I don't know.
All right. The next morning, is that when you saw her again?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Tell us what happened the next morning.
The next morning I woke up, I went to the barber shop, and she went to my house and took the money.
She had the money at your house?
Yeah.
And did you go home and get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go home with some purpose?
Purpose to pick that money up.
Yeah, why were you worried about the money?
I was worried about my baby mama taking it.
You were worried about your baby mama taking it?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that Jessica, the one we saw in the
Yes,
photo?
ma'am.
So if she'd seen that money,
If she would have seen it, she would have probably took it.
okay.
But she never seen it.
How much money was in there?
37. I think it was 35, 35.
35,000. And how was it packaged?
All hundred staples.
All $100 bills?
Yes, ma'am.
And what do you mean by staples?
They were all stapled. It was $1,000, each $1,000 staple in the top corner.
All right, so you got 35,000. I think you previously said you got 37. Where did the other two come from?
Garcia gave it to me.
Why did he do that?
Just gave it to me.
So he just gave you 2 additional stacks out of his cut?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know how much he got versus how much Katie got?
No,
Can you not remember that?
I don't remember.
Okay, but it added up to 100. Is that what you previously
Yes,
said?
ma'am.
Did you buy anything with your cut of the money?
Just a motorcycle.
Approach you with states 46 and 47. Is that a picture of the motorcycle you bought with the murder money?
That's Garcia's.
That's Garcia's. What about 47? Is that your
Yeah.
motorcycle there?
That's mine, yeah.
Okay, and this is
Garcia.
Garcia's. And then what about this Monte Carlo in the background? Did y'all buy that too?
That's Garcia's. He got it.
Did he buy that with the murder money? Or after the murder? Shortly
Yeah.
after the murder?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, are these fair and accurate photos of those vehicles?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, at this time, I'd ask to move into evidence states 46 and 47.
Any objection?
No objection.
States 46 and 47 are admitted.
I publish 46, Your Honor.
You may.
And 47, please. Did you make any changes to your cell phone after the murder? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Did you meet with investigator Jason Newland with my office to look at this, what I've marked as state 63, this exhibit regarding the calls in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
And do these initials next to these calls indicate that you've authenticated the voices that are highlighted?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, I'd ask to move into evidence state 63.
Any objection?
No objection.
State 63 is admitted.
So you were able to recognize the voices of Catherine Magbanua and Sigfredo Garcia on those recordings?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever had any kind of contact with any member of the Adelson family?
No, ma'am.
During the time that Catherine Magbanua was dating the dentist, were you around her during that time?
I mean, I've seen her a few times.
Okay, and what was the context of, like, what was the occasion that you would see her if she was with the dentist?
Not with him, but I seen her when she come look for Garcia.
Okay, so if she was doing something related to the kids or something like that?
Yeah, that's it.
During the times that you saw her while she was dating the dentist, did she ever brag to you about the dentist at all?
No, ma'am.
Did she ever tell you the dentist has a lot of money?
No, ma'am.
The dentist has a safe full of cash in his home?
No.
So do you even know who the dentist is? I mean, do you know who he is here
Never
in the
met him.
courtroom?
Never met him in my life until today.
Okay. Well, the dentist's lawyers have indicated that you and Garcia got this idea on your own to come to Tallahassee and kill the professor. Is that true?
No. A good one.
Did you kill him and then try to get Katie to blackmail the dentist?
No.
When you suggested to Sigfredo Garcia on the way up that it would be easier to just do a robbery, would it have been easier to rob the dentist back in Miami than to come up here to do a murder?
I never said nothing about him because I don't know him, but I said, let's go rob the lady.
Right.
Just like
but
that.
if you had known that it was actually the dentist that had the money, would you have been just as happy to rob the dentist?
Absolutely.
Would that have been less trouble than coming to Tallahassee to do a murder?
Yes, ma'am.
One moment, please, Your Honor.
Take your time.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Roush, do you wish to begin your cross-examination this evening?
May I have one moment, Your Honor?
Take your time.
Judge, I think it makes sense to wait till Monday.
Very well. Members of the jury, we are going to recess at this point. Cross-examination of the witness will take place by the defense on Monday. I hope hope you had a restful weekend. We are going to pick back up where we left off on Friday with the examination of Mr. Rivera. Mr. Rauschbaum, you may cross-examine when you're ready.
Thank you, Your Honor. Morning.
Good morning.
Before we get into your testimony, I want to clarify one thing. You didn't extort Charlie Adelson, right?
No.
One moment. Veronica, are you having problems still hearing? All right. If you can assist him. Mr. Rivera, make sure you speak as loudly as you can,
right.
sir.
Can get much closer.
Thank you.
And the answer to that question was no, right?
No.
You were paid $37,000 in your role in the murder of Professor Markel, right?
Yes.
You were supposed to be paid $35,000.
Yes.
Sigfredo Garcia, the shooter, gave you an extra $2,000, right?
Yes.
Your understanding was that the total payment was $100,000, correct?
Yes.
And that it was a one-time payment.
Yes, sir.
And you were told that you, Sigfredo, and Katie were hired by a lady to do a murder for hire, right?
No. If I was told by the lady?
No, I'm sorry. Let me slow down. You were told by Sigfredo that all of you were hired by a lady to do the murder, right?
Yeah.
That you were doing it so that she could get her kids back.
Yes, sir.
And all of your information came from Sigfredo Garcia and Katie, correct?
Sigfredo, yes, sir.
Okay. And all of Sigfredo's information, to your knowledge, came from Katie, right?
Yes, sir.
Everything you knew about the murder plot came from Sigfredo.
Yes, sir.
According to you, Katie was the mastermind.
Yes, sir.
She was the one, as you've said, running the shots.
Yes, sir.
Anything that Sigfredo or you did in connection with the murder had to be cleared through Katie, correct?
Yes, sir.
And Sigfredo and Katie lied to you about a lot of things about this murder, right?
Lied about what?
Well, let's go through it. For starters, during the first trip in early June, Sigfredo told you that you were going to do a robbery, right?
Yes, sir.
Not until on the way up did you find out that you were going to do a murder.
Yes, sir.
Before the July trip, you didn't want to go, right?
Yes, sir.
And to convince you, Sigfredo again told you that you were just going there to scope things out.
Yes, sir.
During the second trip, the day before the murder, you drove by Professor Markel's house. Do you recall that?
Yes, sir.
And you testified that at some point after you arrived at Markel's house, after noon on the 17th, you saw a woman and two kids walking on Trescott by the house,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And the woman looked at you as the Prius passed and immediately got on her phone.
Yes, sir.
You testified that you asked Sigfredo what was up with the lady. Do you recall that?
Yes, sir.
And Sigfredo responded that that's her. That's the guy's wife. That's the one that wants the kids back.
Yes, sir.
You asked Sigfredo what the lady was doing there on Trescott with the kids.
Yes, sir.
And Sigfredo responded that she came there to make sure that everything was all right,
Absolutely.
meaning all right with the plan.
Yes, sir.
As you sit here now, you're aware that the woman and the kids on the street was not the same lady, right?
I don't know if that was her or not, but she looked at my car.
It's possible that Sigfredo lied to you, right?
Who knows?
Another lie that Sigfredo and, that was it, sorry, strike that, Your Honor. Your understanding is that the money for the murder would be paid by the lady, right?
Yes, sir.
Again, your understanding came from Sigfredo.
Yes, sir.
You didn't go with Katie to get the money, right?
No.
So you don't know where she got it from,
Nope.
and you don't know what happened when she got it.
Nope.
Sigfredo never told you that he and Katie got more than $100,000 the night of the murder, did he?
Nope.
That would make sense why you got an extra $2,000, right?
Maybe.
And Katie never told you that they got more than $100,000 the night of the murder, right?
Nope.
Sigfredo never told you that he and Katie were getting paid every month after the murder, right?
Never knew nothing about that.
You didn't know that they were getting paid $3,000 a month.
No.
You didn't know that they were getting paid $1,000 in Adelson Institute checks, did you?
Nope.
But you saw that Sigfredo was spending a lot of money, right?
Yes.
You saw that Sigfredo even told you that he had paid for Katie's breast augmentation surgery, right? Her breast surgery?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. If he told me about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He told you he paid for it, right?
That's what he said.
You didn't know that Katie was getting money from Charlie Adelson every month in an extortion plot, did you?
No.
In May of 2015, you get arrested on a federal RICO case, right?
Yes, sir.
And you were detained.
Yes, sir.
And you wanted to get out of prison, right? You wanted to get a bail.
Yeah.
You started thinking about the fact that Katie and Sigfredo seemed to be spending a lot of money, right?
No.
Okay. So let's briefly recap all the lies that they told you. Not that you made, but that they told you. They lied to you about the purpose of the trip going to Tallahassee, right?
Yeah.
They lied to you about who the lady was on the street.
Yeah.
They lied to you about the amount of money they received.
Yeah.
They lied to you about getting money every month. Isn't it possible that they lied to you about the purpose of the job to begin with?
They don't even got the money. Where they gonna get the money from?
Isn't it possible that you thought it was a murder for hire, but it was really an extortion?
Extortion to who?
Charlie Adelson, not from you, but from them.
Okay.
Isn't it possible?
I don't know.
By the way, on Friday, you testified that you just wanted to rob the lady, right?
Yes, sir.
But Sigfredo was adamant. We can't rob the lady. We got to do the murder.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that because he wanted to keep on getting money every month?
I don't know.
But you would have just robbed him, right?
Yep.
Would have been a lot easier, right?
Real quick.
Would have been a one-time payment, right?
That's it.
Couldn't have gotten paid over time, though, right?
I don't know.
Well, if you rob someone, it's hard to keep robbing them over and over and over again. Right?
Absolutely, of course.
All right, so I want to back up a little bit, and I thank you for your honesty there. You've never met Charlie Adelson, correct?
Nope.
You've never seen him before this case.
Nope.
You've never spoken to him by phone.
Never.
And you've never communicated with him in any way.
Never.
You've never met Donna or Harvey Adelson.
Nobody.
You never spoken to them by phone.
I didn't meet nobody.
And the same goes with Wendy Adelson, correct?
Nobody.
You know Sigfredo your whole life.
Yes, sir.
You're like brothers.
Yes, sir.
You've known Katie since she and Sigfredo started dating when they were teenagers.
Yes, sir.
You considered them to be married.
Yes, sir.
Sigfredo was deeply in love with Katie, right?
Absolutely.
He would do, as you've said, anything for her, right?
Anything.
He was, as you said, blind over her, right?
Yes, sir.
Katie treated him badly.
Yes.
She messed up his head, as you've said, right?
Yes, sir.
At some point, you learned from Sigfredo that Katie was having a relationship with someone she worked with, right?
Yes, sir.
Sigfredo told you that Katie was cheating on him with someone called the dentist.
Yes, sir.
According to what Sigfredo told you, Katie was sleeping with the dentist at the same time she was sleeping with Sigfredo, right?
Yes, sir.
So Sigfredo knew that Katie was cheating on him,
Yes, sir.
and he wasn't too happy about it, right?
Nope.
Sigfredo told you that the dentist had money. Let me rephrase. Sigfredo told you that Katie told him the person she was with was rich.
No.
Well, he told you that Katie would flaunt and show off to Sigfredo that the person she was dating with had money, right?
I don't think so.
Sigfredo was devastated when he learned about Katie's new relationship.
Yeah, anybody will, right?
I agree. Sigfredo started drinking too much.
Every day.
He started doing drugs.
Yes, sir.
He was acting crazy and unstable.
Yes, sir.
He couldn't keep a job. In fact, you had to fire him from a job, help get him fired from a job, right?
Yes, sir.
Because he was drinking even while at work.
Yes, sir.
And he was fighting a lot.
Yes, sir.
Katie told Sigfredo that she would only take him back if he did this job for her, right?
Yeah.
Now, before Sigfredo was fired from his job, I want to take you to March 14th of 2014. Okay? I'll refresh your memory about it.
Let's
Okay.
go.
There was a day when you were driving home from work and Sigfredo was driving you and he took a detour to a restaurant on Miami Beach. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
And you and Sigfredo were in Sigfredo's truck, a Dodge Ram.
Yes.
Sigfredo had been drinking
Every day.
and you were supposed to be headed home, but Sigfredo drove you to the restaurant.
Yes, sir.
You parked near the restaurant and you could see people sitting at tables eating outside. Do you recall that?
Yes, sir.
And one of those people eating at the restaurant was Katie.
Yes, sir.
She was with 3 other people.
I remember that.
Do you remember they were all white?
I don't remember.
Okay. Sigfredo pointed Katie out to you and said that one of the people there was the dentist. Do you
Yes,
recall
sir.
that? And while you were sitting in Sigfredo's truck watching Katie and the dentist, Sigfredo told you he was going to run him over when they got up, right?
Yes, sir.
And what did you tell him in response?
I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna get off the truck.
But he was serious.
Yes, sir.
That's what he was like, right? He was angry.
He was a good man. But anybody get angry if your wife is doing another man.
And he was angry. He wanted to hurt the dentist, right?
Yeah.
Are you aware that he actually did try to run him off the road a couple months later in July 1st, 2014? Did he ever tell you about that incident with a jet ski?
No.
May I have one moment, Your Honor? Now, let me take you a little bit back to the first trip, okay? First trip to Tallahassee. Sigfredo came to your house and said he had a job in Tallahassee and asked you to go with him, right?
Yeah. Yes.
He told you that if you took a ride with him, that he would give you around $35,000, right?
I don't remember.
He didn't initially tell you what the job was, right?
Nope.
He rented the car and he picked you up, right?
Yes, sir.
At some point during the trip, he told you that it was not going to be for a robbery, but for a murder, right?
Yes, sir.
He told you that they were going to kill someone because there was a lady who wanted custody of her kids back, right?
Yes, sir.
You didn't know anything about the person that you and Sigfredo were supposed to kill, right?
I didn't know none of these people.
The only thing you saw was a piece of paper that Sigfredo had with a photo and address on it, right?
Yes, sir.
And the photo looked like a headshot, right? Like from chest up.
Yes, sir.
Something you would get off the internet.
I doubt that, but wherever he got it from, he got it.
Your understanding was that Katie gave Sigfredo that piece of paper, right?
Maybe.
You and Sigfredo left for Tallahassee after midnight on June 4th, which was a Wednesday, right?
I don't remember.
Fair enough. I wouldn't remember either.
Come on, man. 9 years ago.
Well, the next day after you arrived, you got to Professor Markel's house early in the morning and waited for him to come out, right?
Yes, sir.
And you saw him leaving the house with 2 kids, and you followed him to the daycare, right?
Was this the first drive?
First drive, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you lost him, right?
Yes, sir.
And Sigfredo wanted to go back to Professor Markel's house, right?
Yes, sir.
And you refused. You didn't want to go back.
I don't remember.
You told Sigfredo you didn't want to kill a man over 2 kids.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not going to do it in front of the kids.
So you headed back to Miami.
Yeah.
And that's when you suggested doing a robbery of the lady rather than killing the guy. Right?
Absolutely.
But Sigfredo said it had to be a murder and he didn't want to rob her, right?
Yeah.
And that was odd to you.
Yes, sir.
As you previously have said, you assumed there was, quote, more to it, but you never asked Sigfredo, right?
Never asked him.
When Katie learned that the murder didn't happen on the first trip, she was upset, right?
Probably.
Now let's fast forward to July 16 to 18. And I'm not good with dates either, okay? A month or so after the first trip, Sigfredo came to you and said that you had to go back to Tallahassee, right?
Yeah.
He told you that he needed you to go back because he needed the money, right?
Yes, sir.
You told Sigfredo that you didn't want to go.
Yes, sir.
So he lied to you and told you, we're not going to do a murder, we're just going to do a lookout. We're just going to watch the guy. That's what he told you at first, right?
Yeah.
The first time you went to Tallahassee, Sigfredo rented the car for you, right?
Yes, sir.
But the second time, Sigfredo told you that you had to rent the car under your name.
Yes, sir.
Did Sigfredo tell you why he wanted you to rent the car under your name?
I never asked him questions.
Now, he actually gave you the cash to rent the car, right?
Yep.
Did he tell you what color car to rent?
No.
Did he tell you what type of car to rent?
I don't remember.
The cash he gave you was in a crumpled bunch, right?
Shit, I don't remember though.
But let me ask you this way. The cash he gave you to rent the car, it wasn't stapled.
Nah, I don't think so.
Now, you rent the car and you head up to Tallahassee, right?
Yeah.
And you arrive at around 1 a.m. on Thursday, July 17th, right?
I don't remember the time, but
Early morning.
I don't remember.
Okay,
We got there.
gotcha. You testified earlier that you didn't want to kill Markel during the first trip because he had his kids, right?
Yes, sir.
And you told Sigfredo that during the first trip.
Yeah,
You didn't want to do it in front of the kids.
I believe so.
And we already talked a couple times about seeing the woman on the street during the second trip, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, on July 18th, the day of the murder, you saw Professor Markel with his kids.
Yes, sir.
Again, you followed them to the daycare to make sure they were dropped off.
Yes, sir.
And then you went to the gym,
Yes.
and then you followed him back to his house where he was murdered, right?
Yes, sir.
And Sigfredo was the shooter.
Yes, sir.
He wanted you to be the shooter, but you didn't want to do it.
Yes, sir.
You testified that when you and Sigfredo were on your way back to Miami, Sigfredo called Katie.
Yes, sir.
And are you aware that the state has call records which put that call at 12:30 p.m.?
I don't know the time.
Okay. Will you take my word that the call records for purposes of these questions show that that call happened at 12:30?
If you say so.
The call wasn't on speakerphone, right?
No.
And you were driving on the highway at the time, right?
Yes, sir.
With the window cracked open a bit.
I don't remember.
Fair enough. But it's your testimony that you were able to hear some of the conversation, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you think you heard Sigfredo tell Katie, it's done, right?
I heard.
You heard Sigfredo tell Katie, it's done.
Yes. He's sitting
And
next
you-
to me.
And what's that?
He's sitting right next to me.
Understand. And you think you heard Katie respond, I know.
I think. I heard her.
Okay. When you were interviewed by law enforcement, in September of 2016, right?
Yes, sir.
That was 2 years after the murder.
Yes, sir.
We're now 8 years after the murder, right?
Yes.
Your memory might have been a little bit better then. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
And during that interview, you told law enforcement that you didn't hear the I know comment. Do you recall that?
No.
Nonetheless, in order for Katie to know, she would have had to be told by someone before 12:30 p.m., correct?
Yeah.
After Sigfredo hung up with Katie, he told you that you would get your money tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir.
And you were upset about that.
Yes.
You were upset because you didn't understand why the money wasn't already secured.
Absolutely.
Because when you do a murder for hire, you get paid up front.
Yes, sir.
You don't get paid over time.
Yep.
You don't get paid after the fact.
Yep.
The whole point of a murder for hire is you get paid, you do a killing, and then you separate.
Yes.
That's the reason for that type of crime, right?
I guess.
And in fact, you told Sigfredo that since the job was finished, you were supposed to be paid right there and then.
Yes,
Isn't that
sir.
what you told him?
Yes, sir.
Now let's talk a little bit about the payment. You got paid the next day, right?
Yep.
And Katie dropped off the money, right?
Yes, sir.
And it was stapled.
Yes, sir.
And that's the first time you had ever seen stapled money, right?
Yes.
You had never, on any of these other trips, you had never seen stapled money.
What other trips?
Well, the first trip to Tallahassee, the second trip to Tallahassee,
Yeah.
ever in your
Okay.
life.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever seen stapled money.
And when you got paid, Sigfredo gave you an extra $2,000, right?
Yes, sir.
Throughout the years after, Katie and Sigfredo got back together, right?
Yeah, I was in prison already.
But you saw that they had moved to a new apartment,
Yeah.
that they had bought a new large TV.
TV.
They bought a nice TV, right, after the
No, I
murder?
was in prison.
What about before you went to prison? Did you see they bought a new large TV?
I mean, they had nice stuff.
They started to get some nice stuff, right?
Yeah.
Started to spend some money, right?
Yeah.
one last area of questions, I believe, and it'll be quick. In 2014 and 2015, during the time of these events, you were a member of the Latin Kings, right?
Yeah,
And that's a crime family, right?
it's a family, yeah.
Commits crimes, right?
I mean, every gang does.
It's a gang.
I guess that's what you want to call it. I call it a family.
In fact, you were the head of the North Miami branch of the Latin Kings, right?
Yeah.
May I have one moment, Your Honor?
Pretty direct examination.
Mr. Rivera, the defense characterized a lot of things that Garcia told you as lies. Do you know that those things were lies?
No.
So when he said, "Oh, that's the lady, she's looking at us," do you know if he really thought it was the lady or not?
No, it was the lady.
He thought it was the lady,
It
right?
was the lady.
Okay.
It was her.
All right. And how long after the murder did Garcia seem to have a lot of money? Like for years after the murder, for weeks after the murder?
Probably weeks, months.
Okay, so weeks or months he was spending money like crazy, right?
Yeah.
But after that he was broke again.
Yeah.
When you were in the car with Garcia at the restaurant where he was talking about running the dentist over,
Yes, ma'am.
what was he acting like?
I mean, he's himself. You can never tell. But he drinks a lot. He does a lot of coke. But he was frustrated.
Okay, so he was jealous,
Absolutely.
angry,
Yeah.
pissed off, drunk,
Every day.
okay, and heartbroken, right?
Yes.
All right, what about on the trips to Tallahassee? Was he like that on those trips?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so during the trips to Tallahassee, was he talking about the dentist?
Nah, we barely spoke.
All right, so when y'all were sitting out in front of the restaurant, he was talking about the dentist, right? At that time.
Yeah.
And specifically mentioning how Katie was dating the dentist and that was upsetting him.
That's all he said. He didn't mention him too much. He's like, that's the dude she's cheating on me with.
All right. And what about on the trips to Tallahassee? Was he going on about that on the trips to Tallahassee? Did he mention on the trips to Tallahassee, like, this has something to do with the dentist, or we got to kill this guy because I'm trying to harm the dentist?
No. To harm him, he never said nothing about him.
Right. One moment, please, Your Honor. Did this murder have anything to do with the Latin Kings?
No. Absolutely not.
Were you asked to threaten anybody related to this murder? I mean, were you ever asked to threaten the dentist because you're a
No.
Latin King and he might be afraid of you?
No, I don't even know these people, man. The Latin Kings ain't got nothing to do with this.
No further
Promise you that.
Will the witness be recalled by the party?
Potentially, Your Honor.
Mr. Rivera, you may step down from there.